the last few days have caused an absolute, undeniable meltdown in the hardware community. We're unpacking all the details today, and I am so pumped to take you through it. What just happened isn't just a basic product launch, it's a massive tectonic shift in the entire computing landscape.
Right off the bat, we've got to talk about the sheer shockwave this event sent across the globe. Capital markets, investors, tech Twitter, and Reddit's most hardcore hardware communities are quite literally going insane. This isn't just your standard tech hype cycle. The financial and technical foundations of the industry are reacting to a monumental disruption right in front of our eyes. So why exactly is everyone losing their minds?
Section 1. The Computex 2026 Earthquake. Let's dive right into this.
Look, normally, a trip to Computex is, frankly, kind of a snooze fest. Intel drops a new chip, AMD drops a new chip, they squeeze out a tiny bit more performance, benchmark numbers creep up maybe 8%, we all politely clap and say, see you next year. But that is emphatically not what happened this time around. What NVIDIA and AMD just dropped isn't just a product cycle. It is a full-on war for the very soul of the personal computer. Depending on who wins this standoff, the PC you build 5 years from now is going to look completely different from whatever is sitting on your desk today.
Section 2. NVIDIA's ARM revolution. So, let's look at our first major player in this conflict.
The biggest earthquake of the show was NVIDIA officially entering the consumer PC market. But here is the critical distinction. They aren't just selling GPUs anymore. They are orchestrating what looks like a hostile takeover of the entire platform. They're doing this with something called RTX Spark. It's a completely brand new Windows PC platform built entirely on ARM architecture in a really deep partnership with Microsoft. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Has an ARM on Windows failed like a million times? Yes, it absolutely has. But RTX Spark is a whole different beast. It's a system on chip featuring 20 ARM CPU cores packed right alongside NVIDIA's latest Blackwell GPU architecture, which has a massive 6,144 CUDA cores. Toss in 128 gigabytes of ultra-fast LPDDR5X unified memory, and it's basically the exact same playbook Apple used to totally disrupt the laptop market with their M-series chips.
But NVIDIA didn't stop there. The really crucial point here is this staggering number, 1 petaflop. RTX Spark delivers 1 entire petaflop of local AI compute directly on the device. Why does that matter? Because it means those massive, complex AI models can now run entirely locally on your machine. You don't need the cloud, and you definitely don't need a pricey monthly subscription. Your PC basically becomes its own self-contained AI powerhouse.
Now, you might remember the big Achilles heel for ARM on Windows was always gaming anti-cheat. Stuff like Valorant or CS2 used kernel-level anti-cheat that literally refused to run on ARM translation layers. You just couldn't play competitive games. Well, NVIDIA and Microsoft went straight to the publishers and fixed it. Epic's Easy Anti-Cheat, Riot's Vanguard, they are now completely rewritten with native ARM support. And the Pro apps are following suit too. Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Blender, DaVinci Resolve, all confirmed native. We are going to see RTX Spark laptops this fall that can render 4K video and run AI models all day long on a single battery charge. For Intel and AMD's traditional x86 empire, this is literally the most serious existential threat they have ever faced.
And even if you aren't upgrading to a brand new PC, NVIDIA also dropped DLSS 4.5. You know that annoying noise and ghosting you sometimes get in fast-moving ray-traced games? DLSS 4.5 tackles that with a second-generation transformer model. We're talking 35% better compute efficiency and 20% more parameters per frame to give you way sharper details and supernatural light transitions. And the absolute best part, starting in August 2026, it is rolling out as a free driver update to every single RTX 20, 30, 40, and 50 series GPU owner.
Pivoting to the enterprise side for a second, NVIDIA's massive leap didn't stop at consumer tech. They revealed their Vera Rubin data center platform is officially in full mass production. The flagship NVL72 setup is just nuts. It treats an entire server rack of 72 GPUs as one single computing node. This delivers 10 times the AI throughput of the old Grace Blackwell platform, and huge clients like OpenAI, Anthropic, and SpaceX are already locked in as early customers.
But all that power, it comes at a massive physical cost. Get a load of this number, 24 kilowatts. That is the insane power draw for just one of these liquid-cooled cabinets. It's so much juice that it's literally forcing the entire global data center industry to frantically redesign their cooling and power infrastructure just to handle NVIDIA's new hardware. It is a complete industry reset.
Section 3. AMD fortifies the x86 moat. So, How on earth does the competition respond to this?
Let's look at contender B, AMD. Instead of trying to out-innovate NVIDIA's wild ARM gamble, AMD executed a brilliant counter-strategy. They're digging in and making their existing x86 ecosystem almost impossible to abandon. Check out the new Ryzen 7 7700X3D, aggressively priced at $329. Now on paper, this actually looks like a downgrade. It's 500 MHz slower than the older 7800X3D. But here's their secret weapon: 104 megabytes of 3D V-cache. Why does a slower chip win? Because in actual PC gaming, that massive L3 cache stabilizes your frame rates far more than raw clock speed ever will. At $329, this chip completely destroys the competition at that price point.
But then AMD dropped a bombshell that might actually be the most significant announcement of their show. They officially committed to supporting the AM5 motherboard platform all the way through 2029. Think about that. That's a massive 7-year life cycle. If you buy an AM5 board today, AMD promises you can drop at least 2 more future generations of CPUs into it without ever replacing the board. Contrast that with Intel's constant socket changes. AMD is signaling that they respect your investment, and more importantly, they are building a massive moat. If your motherboard is good until 2029, you have zero financial reason to throw it away for NVIDIA's new RTX Spark platform.
Okay, then AMD did something that is, honestly, kind of hilarious. They relaunched the Ryzen 7 5800X3D as a 10th anniversary edition. Guys, this is the exact same 4-year-old chip. Same architecture, same cores, same cache, same boost clock. The only new thing in the box is a solid thermopad they're calling the Ice Pad. They slapped a $349 price tag on a 4-year-old CPU, and the crazy part is, it is selling incredibly well.
Why is it selling so brilliantly? Well, it perfectly illustrates AMD's tactical awareness. DDR5 memory prices have gone completely off the rails in 2026. Because the fabs are dedicating all their capacity to AI chips, consumer DDR5 is getting squeezed. Memory kits that used to be $150 have doubled to $300 or more. So gamers are doing the math and realizing, hey, I can just keep my old DDR4 RAM, keep my older AM4 motherboard, drop in this anniversary chip, and completely avoid a $400 upgrade tax. AMD spotted a wild supply chain distortion and turned it into an absolutely genius product launch.
But it wasn't all sunshine for AMD. They had a seriously awkward marketing stumble with the announcement of the RX 9070 GRE graphics card, which comes in at $549. It's a cut-down version of the standard 9070. But in their official presentation, AMD's marketing team literally compared this brand new 2026 GPU to an NVIDIA GTX 1560 Ti, a card from 2011. They claimed a 22% uplift over a 15-year-old card. The hardware community absolutely roasted them for this.
But beneath all the mockery, there's a really harsh reality here for AMD. Consumers were furious that this cut-down GRE model costs $549, the exact same price as the fully featured version. The truth? AMD literally cannot drop the price, because NVIDIA's massive dominance in AI allowed them to corner TSMC's advanced manufacturing capacity. Global GPU memory and fab costs have hit record highs. AMD's baseline component costs simply won't let them lower the price without selling it at a massive loss. This is what losing the global foundry war actually looks like.
Section 4. The Fork in the Road. All right, let's bring it all together.
Based on everything we've seen from Computex 2026, the tech industry is no longer moving in one single direction. We've hit a fundamental fork in the road. On one side, you have NVIDIA's high-risk, high-reward bet on an ARM and AI-defined future. They want you to scrap your existing PC for these highly integrated SoCs with insane battery life and local AI, and on the flip side, you have AMD betting it all on the x86 Fortress. This is a lower-risk play focused on a massive, customizable, open platform with extreme longevity. They basically want to keep you cozy and safe inside their 7-year upgrade moat, far away from the chaos of switching architectures.
In 5 years, we're going to know for sure exactly who was right and who totally misread the market. So, the ultimate question I want to leave you with today is this. Which side of history are you on? Are you ready to jump on the RTX Spark ARM revolution? Or do you think AMD's deeply entrenched x86 Fortress is truly unshakable? Take some time to really think about what path you'll choose for your next build.